Man, you have to be kidding me with this, man. Y'all, let's get ready to dissect this. I hope and pray that you guys are all doing well today. Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. I appreciate every last one of you viewing my content and checking it out. But make sure you follow me up here and down here and seriously double check to make sure that you are subscribed, because the more things heat up and the situations and the topics that we are going to be talking about, the more I will be shadow banned. So do me a favor, click this right here, because what this does, this tells you to recommend this to other people that may not know it. Recommend this to people that like content like this, and consistently recommend Ty's content to you, the viewers. It doesn't mean you like me. It doesn't mean you like the topic. It doesn't mean you like the video. It means you feel that it should be consistently recommended to you. So I appreciate it if you would do that. All right. Okay, folks, we got to get ready to get into this because I don't want to take too much of you guys' time, but this is absolutely crazy. President Biden came and spoke today, and a lot of things that he's going to speak about, we have to dissect, because there's a lot of slick word. There's a lot of sleight of words in there. There's a lot of projection and things that's going to be going on in here. So I'm not going to waste any more of your time on this. Let's get ready to get into this video where Biden is blaming Trump for forcing him to have to take action on immigration, which is some topics that we've already covered before, but I'm going to go through this with you guys. And for those of you that do not like when I pause videos, go to Newsmax or YouTube on YouTube, or go to Fox News, look the video up yourself and watch it in its entirety. But I will be pausing to dissect some things because I have mentees that watch me that are getting to this scope of the world, and I'm showing them how to look through the deceit of words that people use, not just in politics, but people that they may encounter on their jobs, people they encounter at church, people they encounter in their own lives, even if it's their own spouses. All right, let's get ready to get into the situation that's at hand. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
4 months ago, after weeks of intense negotiation between my staff and Democrats and Republicans, we came to a clear bipartisan deal. It was the strongest border security agreement in decades. But then Republicans in Congress, not all, but walked away from it. Why? Because Donald Trump told them to. He told the Republicans, it has been published widely by many of you, that he didn't want to fix the issue. He wanted to use it to attack me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're already going to pause right there. The reason why the bipartisan deal was falling apart, because it had little to do with border security and everything to do with what they wanted to send to Ukraine. That's what it was. They didn't say, oh, Trump told us not to sign and do it, so we're not going to do it because Trump said let it keep. No. It had everything to do. It had little to do with the American people and what was going on at the border crossing. It had a lot to do with them wanting to send billions and more dollars to Ukraine that Republicans and Democrats, both, a lot of them have their hands in and are going to be benefiting from the money they're sending to Zelensky so they can wash it and it returns its way back to them. Let's keep going. Fact check me on it. Go research it.
That's what he wanted to do. It was a cynical and an extremely cynical political move, and a complete disservice to the American people who are looking for us to not to weaponize the border, but to fix it. Today, I'm joined by a bipartisan group of governors, members.
By the way, if you don't know this, the Biden administration is literally doing this. So a lot of times you don't have to agree with this. Politicians play games like this on both sides. You need to pay attention. I don't care who it is, folks. If they're saying that one side is doing one thing, you need to make sure that you look into it to see if that side that's saying one side is doing something, they're doing it themselves. Biden said Trump wants to do this to weaponize, gets for political. No, he is literally using the border right now to weaponize it against you, the American people. Don't believe me? Go ask major cities where these people are pouring into. Go ask New York. Go ask Chicago. Go ask San Diego. Go ask those cities like that where these people are pouring in and kicking out our blood-born American brothers and sisters while these people are getting in there, getting money, getting free housing, getting free food, getting vouchers, getting credit cards with money on them. And us, we're paying for it. So who weaponizing it against who? Who is feeling the heat from this so-called weaponization of that? Trump wants us to try. Don't fall for it.
Members of Congress, mayors, law enforcement officials, most of whom live and work along the southern border. They know the border is not a political issue to be weaponized. the responsibility we have to share, to do something about it. They don't have time for the games played in Washington, and neither do the American people. So today, I'm moving past Republican obstruction and using the executive authorities available to me as president to do what I can on my own to address the border. Frankly, I would have preferred to address this issue through bipartisan legislation because that's the only way to actually get the kind of system we have now that's broken, fixed, to hire more Border Patrol agents, more asylum officers, more judges. But Republicans have left me no choice. Today, I'm announcing actions to bar migrants who cross our southern border unlawfully from receiving asylum. Migrants will be restricted from receiving asylum at our southern border unless they seek it after entering through an established lawful process. And those who seek to come to the United States legally, for example, by making an appointment.
In many ways, I love $29 donors more than I love those big.
Oh, I got interrupted by a Trump commercial. I love it.
Appointment and coming to a port of entry, asylum will still be available to them, still available. But if an individual chooses not to use our legal pathways, if they choose to come without permission and against the law, they'll be restricted from receiving asylum and staying in the United States. This action will help us to gain control of our border.
You know the only reason why this is happening is because he got to do something to try to make it seem like he's doing the right thing. He could have been did this. If they're coming into here without the correct, then y'all could have been doing it. It's like, God, oh, now you want to do, now that they told you that the cancer has metastasized to the extent that you got 3 more months to live, now you want to try to do something about your health. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, get the freaking heck out of here. They could have been, this all part of the plan. He leaves me no choice but to go and keep the illegals from coming. Why are you trying to call them illegal? Why isn't he trying to call the ones who are trying to come into this country illegal immigrants, illegal aliens? Why?
Restore order into the process. This ban will remain in place until the number of people trying to enter illegally is reduced to a level that our system can effectively manage.
Which is what? We at a point right now that it's going to be unmanageable. What are we talking about? Manage. Oh, I know what it was. Remember they said the bipartisan deal that they wanted to make was that they got at least allowed 3,000 some migrants, illegal immigrants into the country every day along with this deal. And people were like, no, that we don't want, that's the deal. So what I want to know is, what are you planning on doing? If they come here illegally with this executive order, what are you going to do? Process them and send them back? What are we going to do?
We'll carry out this order consistent with all our responsibilities under international law, every one of them. In addition to this action, we recently made important reforms in our asylum system, more efficient and more secure reforms. The goal is to deliver decisions on asylum as quickly as possible. The quicker decision means that a migrant is less likely to pay a criminal smuggler thousands of dollars to take him on a dangerous journey, knowing that if in fact they move in the wrong direction, they're returned around quickly. And 2 weeks ago, the Department of Justice started a new docket in the immigration courts to address cases where people who've recently crossed the border they make a decision within 6 months rather than 6 years, because that's what happens now. Additionally, the Department of Homeland Security has proposed new rules to allow federal law enforcement to more quickly remove asylum seekers that have criminal convictions and remove them from the United States.
By the way, to my young mentees, although it may appear like President Biden is speaking like just off the whim, President Biden is looking left and right. It gives you the appearance that you're looking at the crowd of people when all along you're reading a teleprompter. Like right now, I'm looking left and right like I'm talking. I can act like I'm talking to a crowd of people sitting in my living room on the floor right there. I'm just talking. Yeah, you have a question? Yeah, I can. You right there too? Yeah, do you agree with me? Oh, what about you? See, I can do the same exact thing, but what they do, they have these little devices up that actually has little words on there that actually scrolls the teleprompter. So it appears like he's talking off the whim, just completely coherent with it. But he's reading the teleprompter. All of them do it, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know that most presidents do this.
My administration has also recently launched new efforts to go after criminal networks that profit from smuggling migrants to our border and incentivize people to give tips to law enforcement, provide information that brings smugglers to justice. We're also sending additional federal prosecutors to hotspots along the border and prosecute individuals who break our immigration laws. One other critical step that we will be taking, and that has made a huge difference. We continue to work closely with our Mexican neighbors instead of attacking Mexico. And it's worked. We've built a strong partnership of trust between the Mexican President Lopez Obrador, and I'm going to do the same with the Mexican-elect President who I spoke with yesterday. We've chosen to work together with Mexico as an equal partner, and the facts are clear. Due to the arrangements that I've reached with President Obrador, the number of migrants coming and to our shared border unlawfully in recent months has dropped dramatically. But while these steps are important, they're not enough. To truly secure the border, we have to change our laws, and Congress needs to provide the necessary funding to hire 1,500 more border security agents, 100 more immigration judges to help tackle the backlog of cases, more than 2 million of them, 4,300 more asylum officers to make decisions in less than 6 months instead of 6 years, which is what it takes now, and around 100 more high-tech detection machines to significantly increase the ability to screen and stop fentanyl being smuggled into the United States. These investments were one of the primary reasons that the Border Patrol Union endorsed the bipartisan deal in the first place. And these investments are essential, remain essential. As far as I'm concerned, if you're not willing to spend the money to hire more Border Patrol agents, more asylum officers, more judges, more high-tech machinery, you're just not serious about protecting our border. It's as simple as that.
Let me make this clear. They immediately signed an order to allow those borders to become open in layman's terms. For those of you who don't understand, the minute that President Biden got into office, he opened the border up, y'all. So this whole build back better is not building back better. You only trying to close up a wound that you cut open. You cut the wound open. You allow it to bleed. That's what you did. And now you want to talk about, I want to get it together because no, you caused it. It was going well. The border was doing well before President Biden got into office and opened it right back up. Made America the biggest whore that anybody could come inside. Yes, America became a whore with their legs wide open, and anytime Dick and Harry can come on inside America and completely fill America with, metaphorically speaking, all sorts of STDs. Yes.
I believe that immigration has always been a lifeblood of America. We're constantly renewed by an infusion of people and new talent. The Statue of Liberty is not some relic of American history. It stands for who we are as the United States. So I will never demonize immigrants. I'll never refer to immigrants as...
No offense, but if you still think stocks, real estate, or crypto are the best passive...
Oh, hold on. He was about to say he never referred to... Hold on, let's go back. They try to put a commercial
So I
there.
will never demonize immigrants. I'll never refer to immigrants as poisoning the blood of a country.
I want y'all to pay attention to that right there. He said he will never refer to them as poisoning the country. That almost can project that somebody else is referring to them as poisoning the country. We're not. Trump is not. We're talking about the illegals. We're talking specifically about the ones who come into the country illegal. When you're doing something illegal, it's considered unlawful. If it's unlawful, it's wrong. If it's considered criminal, it makes you a criminal. That's why we call them illegal immigrants. We're not talking about the immigrants that are doing things lawfully. We're not referring to them. But the thing is, when you say things that way, it can project it as if the opponent is the one saying it, which he is not. Give me a second here. Got my son, got something going on right here. Let me go back and so y'all can hear that again.
History. It stands for who we are as the United States. So I will never demonize immigrants. I'll never refer to immigrants as poisoning the blood of a country. Nobody
is. Not when they're doing it illegally.
And further, I'll never separate children from their families at the border.
See what the Barack Obama administration did. Go back and who the one who built the cages and the fences? Who wanted to do the separation? And let me tell you this too. I can take it a little further and tell you, if you did not have this thing open like this, you wouldn't have people risking their own children, risking their own lives to come across that water to do this. You wouldn't, if you did not enable them to do it, they wouldn't be lost. Children have died, parents have died, people have died trying to cross that water, found drowned. Oh yeah, they're not going to show it on the news because they know we'll be like, okay, something needs to happen. They didn't show y'all this. Go look it up. You might have to go like to some extremes, like some certain people's own personal channels or something, because YouTube is not gonna let you see it. But they, man, I've gotten videos of people who were down on the border that show dead bodies. I'm just telling you. So if you are enabling that and encouraging people to come over, that means you are encouraging them to come over and risk their lives. See what I'm saying? You can't fall for this, folks.
I will not ban people from this country because of their religious beliefs.
I want you to pay attention to this.
I will not ban people from this country because of their religious beliefs.
Y'all know that America is like the most free, open country that accepts and allows people to have their own religious freedom. It's our Constitution. So when he say he will not ban it, our Constitution allows it. So what do we? Why do we even have to mention that? There's no need to mention that. But I will tell you this: you guys sure were trying to ban religious people from having their religious events or their religious ceremonies because of something called the C-19. But y'all let strip clubs stay open. Y'all let liquor stores stay open. But y'all didn't want the churches to stay open. Yeah, okay. Religious freedom, my butt.
I will not use the U.S. military to go into neighborhoods all across the country to pull millions of people out of their homes and away from their families, to put detention camps while awaiting deportation, as my predecessor says he will do if he occupies his office again.
Yes. Because if you're here illegal, I don't care who you use. And last time I checked, Trump said he's going to utilize the police. It doesn't even matter. If you are here in our country illegally and we are wanting you to get out, I don't care if they use the FBI, if they use the police, if they use the military, who cares? Get your illegal butt out of the country because you're not supposed to be here in the first place. Who cares what you use to get it out? Who cares?
On my very first day as president, I introduced a comprehensive immigration reform plan
that's destroying us.
To fix our broken system, secure our border, provide pathways for citizenship for dreamers, and a lot more. And I'm still fighting to get that done. But we must face the simple truth. To protect America as a land that welcomes immigrants, we must first secure the border and secure it now.
If we need to, listen, ladies and gentlemen, for the past 3.5 years, questions were being asked to the Biden administration, to Karine Jean-Pierre, to Homeland Security about the border being secure. They were saying, our borders are secure. Our borders are secure. Our borders are. If the borders are and were secure, why is President Biden right now saying we need to secure the border and we need to secure it now? Oh, wait, because it's not secure. We knew it wasn't, but that's Trump's fault? Come on, man. Y'all don't fall for this.
The simple truth is there is a worldwide migrant crisis. And if the United States doesn't secure our border, there's no limit to the number of people who may try to come here.
This fool, you did it. This administration is the one that did it. What are we talking about? Y'all, come on, y'all. Okay, are they really, whoever wrote that, to the teleprompt writers, did y'all purposely write this for Joe Biden so everybody can be like, do he know that he the one that wrote the, oh, he don't know he wrote it. That's right. You know, this is your pen. Did y'all hear that? Y'all want me to play one more time?
If the United States doesn't secure our border, there's no limit to the number of people who may try to come here.
You mean like, almost like, there's so many people have come into our country over the past 3.5 years. It's enough. Some of them, it's more people that came across the border than there is people in some of these states. I wonder how that happened. I wonder who allowed that. Who was trying to keep Governor Abbott from putting up barbed wires everywhere to keep these people from getting in there? Who was doing that? It's this man.
Because there's no better place on the planet than the United States of America. For those who say the steps I've taken are too strict, I say to you that be patient. And goodwill of the American people are wearing thin right now. Doing nothing is not an option. We have to act. We must act consistent with both our law and our values as Americans. I'll take these steps today, not to walk away from who we are as Americans, but to make sure we preserve who we are for future generations to come. Today, I've spoken about what we need to do to secure the border. In the weeks ahead, and I mean the weeks ahead, I'll speak to how we can make our immigration system more fair and more just. Let's fix the problem. and stop fighting about it. I'm doing my part. We're doing our part.
Then get out. You said, let's fix the problem. You're the problem. This Biden administration policies, when it comes to the border crisis, that is the problem that you guys create. Guys, this is how these people operate, just like Soros. Then they operate out of chaos. Just like Soros backed Black Lives Matter, Marxist group, they create the chaos and then turn around and tell you we're going to be the one to fix it. They created the chaos. Would you keep on going to a person, some of y'all do, that beats you but then tell you that I'm the one that's going to fix you? Would you go to your doctor if the doctor said, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to slice you open, but I want to also be the one to repair it? Wouldn't you say something like, I don't want to be sliced open at all? That's what happens. These are the games these people are playing with us, folks. And some of y'all, yeah, Biden said he going to fix it. Biden said he the one that created it. Y'all, okay.
Congressional Republicans should do their part. Thank you very much.
He probably ain't going to take no questions. Look, which way do I go?
Playing politics with the war. What was that? I asked her, is Prime Minister Netanyahu playing politics?
So if y'all don't know, that little plexiglass thing you see right there, you see that? This little plexiglass thing right there, that's where the teleprompter words would appear on. So President Biden was looking at that glass right there, and it had words on there that he was able to read, which that's pretty astonishing that he's able to do it. Let me stop. I'm joking, y'all. Mess with my Democrat folks. I'm poking fun at y'all.
Politics with
Love
the
y'all.
war.
I don't think so. He's trying to work out a serious problem he has. Thank you.
Wait, let me see what they asked him.
The war.
Tell the truth, like he's going to say, do you feel lucky, punk? Let me stop you.
What was that? I asked her, is Prime Minister Netanyahu playing politics with the war? Is Prime Minister Netanyahu playing politics with the war?
I don't think so. He's trying to work out a serious problem he has. Thank you.
Look at the handles right there. Good job, sir. Good job, sir. You did it. Yeah. Good job, sir. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you guys all heard that. You guys all saw that. And my mentees who actually are trying to go down this road, these are some of the things that you're going to deal with. And I just want y'all to pay attention to the play on the words right there, or what I call the sleight of words, when you say things in such a way that you're projecting that the other person is doing it, right? These problems that they're talking about right now, this problem that President Biden is so-called saying he's going to fix, the policies that the White House currently have in place are the ones that created this issue, folks. Just like a lot of our past presidents, they started wars and act like they are the ones that are going to be the fixer of it. They are the ones that started the wars. There's weapons of mass destruction. We got to go after Saddam Hussein. Weapons of mass had all of us convinced that it was. I wasn't. I didn't even care. I didn't know what was going on really at that time. But I ended up researching to find out, okay, that was all made up just so they can go over there, have this war, sacrificing our sons and daughters here in America so they can make money off of this stuff and try to get to that oil. Yeah, anyway, I know y'all might think I'm crazy. What are y'all thoughts on this situation right here? What are your thoughts on what President Biden said, whatever the case may be? I know y'all probably are flaming up the comment section with this. Make sure you leave a comment, and do not forget, before you get out of here, please click this like button right here so that my content can consistently be recommended to you, okay? Appreciate it. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.